Today we're gonna learn something fun. It's an activity that everyone loves to do. It's eat. Eat, as we all know, in Thai we call it gin. 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 That means eat. Like eating food, eating snacks, eating ice cream, eating whatever. As long as you're consuming food, edible stuff, is eat. Gin. Gin. Okay? Now, how do you use that in a sentence? First one is looking for something to eat. You're hungry, your package just arrived in Thailand. You're like, I'm starving, man. I want to look for something to eat. Look for something to eat, we call it หาของกิน 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 means look for some food, look for something to eat. If you're down in the kitchen, right, you open a fridge and someone walk by and say, hey man, what are you doing? Looking for something to eat. หาของกิน Or if you're like walking down the street and you meet an old friend, your friend is like, hey man, where you going? Oh, I'm gonna go look for something to eat. หาของกิน หาของกิน means look for something to eat. Now, next one, drinking alcohol. Party time. All right? We call it กินเหล้า 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 means drinking alcohol. Okay? Go to a club, go to a bar, order a whiskey. ผมจะไปกินเหล้า means I'm going to a bar to drink alcohol. That's my mission for the night, man. ผมจะไปกินเหล้า ผมจะไปกินเหล้า or ฉันจะไปกินเหล้า means I'm gonna go drink some whiskey. I'm gonna go drink some alcohol. I'm gonna get drunk. The next one is drinking water. Okay, we call it กินน้ำ 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 Usually when it comes to liquid, we call it ดื่ม but that's more formal. Okay, informal would be กิน It's liquid. It's supposed to be ดื่มน้ำ If you want to be polite, you can say ดื่มน้ำ for among friends or whoever, like for someone more casual. กินน้ำ means drinking water. Yuck. Next one is hey, look delicious. How do you say that? Look delicious. They're eating something. You're like, hey man, what is that? That looks delicious. น่ากิน 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 means look delicious. I want to eat it. Okay? น่ากิน That means looks good, looks delicious. Used for food or edible items. Don't use that for people. That's weird and pervy. Just letting you know right now. Don't go around pointing like some stranger. น่ากิน That's weird. You're gonna go to jail for that, man. Used for food, whatever, dessert, fruit, a platter of something, a buffet. You walk by, you can smell it. You look inside like, oh man, that's like look good. น่ากิน Or you can say ดูน่ากิน means looks good. ดู means look. All right? น่ากิน means I want to eat it. I really do want to eat it. ดูน่ากิน or น่ากิน is the same thing. Just say if you want to use that to compliment someone. Okay? They brought you food. They cook you something. And you're like sitting there at the house, at the dinner table. They brought out the meal, You're like, oh, wow, ดูน่ากิน น่ากิน That's another sign of compliment. That you can compliment the chef, you compliment whoever that make the food for you. Some people go to Thailand for business relations. So you're going to come across a lot of banquets. We call it กินเลี้ยง กินเลี้ยง means banquet, a business party, get together with big group of people, tons, like hundreds of people. A work party, a New Year party. They call it กินเลี้ยง กินเลี้ยงmeans a banquet for a corporation. Just say a reunion, school reunion even. They got together. As long as tons of people, we call it กินเลี้ยง. Now, next one is, this one, a lot of people use it. Some people don't use it. It depends on where you're from. Let's make it easy to understand. It's a slang, almost, for more superior, a better, no comparison. Okay? We call it กินขาด กินขาด กินขาด. Means this more superior. It's no comparison. You just say that there's a race and one guy just took off and won and no one's like even come close to his speed. We call that กินขาด That means just no comparison. He totally won in any kind of competition, and you won, and no one even come close to you. They call กินขาด. It's weird. Don't look at me, man. I don't make the language. I'm just telling you. ขาด means ripped apart, like you torn a paper. That's ขาด. กิน means eat, right? But I don't know why they use it together. If you know, you let me know. But I don't know. That's what they call it. กินขาด means no comparison. The last one I'm going to teach you today is an old saying that actually people are still using it today, actually, in the modern days. We refer to making a living. You get a job. You make a living. Just say if you're a teacher, what do you do for a living? I'm a teacher. Okay, that's your job. That's your career. If you're a professor, if you're a doctor, whatever it is, if you are self-employed, somehow you're making a living. We call it ทำมาหากิน 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 means making a living. All right, that's your career. ทำมาหากิน ทำ means doing something. มา is receive. หา means looking for, searching for it. กิน is to eat. All right, all together means making a living. Come on, man, that's so easy. Who said Thai is hard? ทำมาหากิน means making a living. Okay? Hey, man, what are you doing for a living? คุณทำมาหากินอะไร? That's old people always say that. The elderly, they always ask the younger generation, คุณทำมาหากินอะไร? What do you do for a living? How do you make money for food? คุณทำมาหากินอะไร? But don't say that. That's kind of rude if you just say that. I mean, it's just an old saying. It's fun to learn. Personally, I wouldn't say that to another person if you don't know. You could say it to friends, in a joking way, but I wouldn't say that to a stranger because it can come off as like, they have no job. They're like, hey, man, what do you do for a living? You bum. All right, there's tons of them. If you have any questions, write it down in a comment. I'll help you out. And my name is Bodo. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram is Bodo_Thai. Stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Peace.